Russian President Vladimir Putin made a rare one-day lightning tour to the Middle East, during which he visited Saudi Arabia after a short trip to the United Arab Emirates. Putin has traveled little beyond the Russian periphery and has only visited countries that neighbor Russia since invading Ukraine in February 2022. During his meeting with UAE leader MBZ, Putin noted that relations between Russia and the UAE had reached an unprecedentedly high level, and that Abu Dhabi was Moscow's main trading partner in the Arab world. In his meeting with Saudi Arabia leader MBS, Putin said nothing could hinder the development of friendly relations between Moscow and Riyadh. Putin was looking to secure short-term cooperation on pressing issues with both nations linked to global oil prices and the war in Ukraine. He was trying to pacify UAE and Saudi concerns about Russia's ties with Iran and confirm UAE and Saudi neutrality on the Ukraine war. The visits took place with Russia on top in the Ukraine war and with war fatigue setting in the West. Washington was surprisingly silent regarding Putin's visit to U.S. allies. This is likely due to the U.S. not wanting to harm relations with the oil producers and key defense partners going into an election year. Putin's visits without a notable U.S. response will likely embolden him to make more trips. The Greek Prime Minister and Turkish President have agreed to a friendship accord that saw a 10-point declaration that will act as a roadmap to cementing closer ties. Diplomats in Ankara and Athens had spent months working on the declaration. The document exhorts the countries to keep channels of communication open, pursue military confidence-building measures to eliminate sources of tension, and increase trade. In the past century, the Greeks and Turks have been at war and had tense relations, and despite the establishment of a high-level cooperation council in 2010, differences continued. The economy is the main factor that has brought both nations together. Turkey is experiencing high inflation, whilst Greece's Mediterranean gas projects has largely folded due to soaring costs and a lack of political momentum. But reconciliation will not be easy. Many obstacles remain over the continental shelves the two are entitled to in the Aegean Sea, airspace over the sea, underwater oil and gas deposits, and Cyprus. These issues will not be solved so easily or quickly. The Saudi finance minister has said Saudi Arabia would extend timelines for some projects under the Vision 2030 economic diversification strategy to minimize inflationary pressures and supply bottlenecks. This is the first open admission and acknowledgement of delays. The kingdom, the world's top crude oil exporter, needs more time to build factories and even sufficient human resources, according to the finance minister. Though the remarks are Saudi Arabia's first admission of delays, the announcement is not a surprise, as Vision 2030 was always an ambitious program that will likely suffer more delays and funding issues. The huge infrastructure program was the brainchild of the Crown Prince, who is using the program to bring reforms that he hopes will cement his legacy. The Crown Prince crushed all dissent, including within the royal family, and plans to push ahead whatever the costs.